Y'all know what time it is. It's 1:44 time. 1:44 time. It's time to go in, and guess who I got with me? My dynamic duo partner, my wife, soulmate, Yahuwah mate, Miss Lina Noland. Lina, we ready to go in today?
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon to all those on the other side of the world. Thank you so much for being here. We are ready to start this Telethon. Very excited with a lot of good news. And as this name said today, Operation Spread. We're spreading the word of Yahuwah, and that is what we're doing this. So, how you doing this morning, babe?
I'm doing phenomenal. You know, when we thought about these different levels, and see, a lot of times folks are trying to figure out how do we get the truth out there more? How do we combat all of this nonsense? Everybody knows it's
Yes.
nonsense all over the earth. How do we combat it? Well, we got to be strategic about it. And so we had a long-term plan in place from the time we started the True Scriptures Project. We continue to pull the team together. We continue to analyze. We continue to do. Here's what you got to do: you got to train, you got to track, and you got to measure. You see? So,
Yeah.
what we've been doing is training people in the real word of Yahuwah, right? So, we're training. Now, then we got to track how effective is that training. Well, it's been very effective because I'm going to do a roll call in here in a second about all the countries and states that we've impacted. And we're always asking people to say that they love Yahuwah. So when you come in to and you're listening, everybody listen to me now. You should drop your name. You should drop your city and country or your city and state, and you should put I love Yahuwah. That is a very specific directive because it's sending a message and it's training. See that training, Lena, right?
Yes.
And then we
Yes.
can track it, you see. So when I do this shout out and I do the shout out of all the countries, this is the tracking of how the training's doing. Then we
Yeah.
measure its effectiveness by how it spreads. So Lena, I'm ready to get into
Yeah.
Operation Spread in this telethon today. How you feel about it?
I love it, and I think it will be amazing to be able to show all the people that is watching us right now the numbers that our social medias are sending us right now, with like the difference between when we started last year and how much through all the live videos that we have done during these past 2 months, how much we've been able to spread the name of Yahuwah. You all have been able to be witnesses of the amount of people that comes to every live, and every time you're in here, you see new names, the amount of emails we're receiving, the amount of comments, posts, tags that we get into all the social media. It is amazing. We've seen the name of our creator just being advanced in a way that we know he's coming. Like we know because when I learned about Yahuwah in 2012, it was very hard, even at that time, to find the truth on Google.
That's true.
And because for me, Google was like the main thing. I was very young when all this Alta Vista and all these other things was like very famous. So when I come up, it was like Google was the big thing, and it was hard to find things there. Now it's just so many people asking for it, so many people sharing all the information, people creating websites and doing their own way of spreading from promote the truth information. So I'm very excited. I'm very proud of what we're doing, and I think we've been able to work with everyone that is here in line on this live, and everybody that have been supporting promote the truth. We have been able to do this together, and that is one of the most important things, that we just decided to hold hands together and push through all this paganism that is happening in the world. And look, when did we did all
Think
this
about it.
happening
That's
in
got a
the
good point,
pagan,
Lena.
in the most pagan month of the year.
That's a good point. We did the big push of we did the campaign right in the quote pagan holiday season is when we did phases 1 through 4. Lena, that's a good point, man.
Yeah, Like we
Why
push
why
the
did that
name of
why did
Yahuwah.
that point hit you right there that we did that? Because we had to go deal with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. I mean, pagan to
Yeah,
the max.
it was pagan to the max, and I feel that what Yahuwah pushes to do is to put go against all that paganism and put Yahuwah first and move his name forward to go against the evil world. So I'm very proud of
Hey,
what we
did you
did
tell
on
the team to tell everybody in the Telegram group that we're live? Did you tell
Yep.
the team that? All right, so
Yep.
we're good.
It was done. Everybody got their notification on Telegram, and make sure you always get the ring bell and then in YouTube. That way you get the notification. You
Yep.
can also do it on Facebook. But yeah, most of the comments and everything we're doing on YouTube. That's like the main communication channel. But yes, I think the month of December, the pagan November and December is
We
is
went
a
right into the
record.
teeth of it. We just went
Yeah.
right
So
into the teeth of it.
you know how I feel it. You know this cartoon movie, Ferdinand, the big bull,
The big
and he's
bull, yeah.
in this store that he cannot touch nothing. We just
He,
went
he's
and
like in a china shop with all the nice glass and plates.
yes, we just busted through the paganism with Yahuwah's name. So yeah, I was proud. I'm proud that we all did that
Ah, that's
together.
so good, man. We come right up in the China shop, in the pagan shop, and we just moving around just like it ain't nothing. Stuff splattering everywhere. We just smashing down idols left and right. It reminds me of Abraham, the story of Abraham when he went and tore down all of his parents' idols. And a lot of people wonder why did Yahuwah tell Abraham he had to leave that country? That's because Abraham went in there in his youth, in his younger years. He started tearing stuff up. He knew something wasn't right. He knew something wasn't right. And so he said, this is pagan, this is wrong. And so he tore it down. And that's what we're doing, tearing it down. And so this telethon today, we're going here at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be Lina and I, we got special guests coming in. And it's awesome what's happening right now because down here in Colombia, we support a foundation here. So promote the truth. Y'all gonna get to see, where some of these funds are going because we're spreading the funds out. And so, Lena, maybe just kind of hit on it real quick. What is some of the team here in Colombia doing right now?
Right now, we are packing school supply kits for this foundation and for another location where we know there's poor kids. It's unbelievable that public schools here in Colombia, knowing that these kids are very poor and don't have the opportunities to get all these things, their list of school supplies is gigantic. It's just crazy. They're asking for 15 notebooks. They're asking for dictionaries. They're asking for Bibles. That's crazy. And they are asking for pens, for rulers. They're asking for scientific calculators. They're asking for markers, colors, and is all this list is more than 20 things, and they're not able to buy that.
Nope.
His parents get into so much pressure from that. So we was able to get several kits, and right now our team here in Colombia are putting together those kits with notebooks. We was able to get, and we will publish these videos. We got notebooks, we got erasers, we got the pouches to put everything, the pencils, the pens, colors, and Kai, Kai, bring me one of each thing. That way I can show everybody. But
Everybody
right
get to
now,
see
here,
it because
yeah,
we
right
got
now
people
we are
over here. We got people over here right now
right
that are
now we
packing
have
these books. What are they doing,
yes,
Lena?
right
Tell
now
them.
we're packing. Right now we're packing everything to be able to take it to the foundation
In the
to
name of
get
Yahuwah, y'all
in
gotta
the
listen.
name of Yahuwah. Correct.
This ain't like we're not just handing stuff out going, hey, you guys get to get
Tiene
this.
cuadernos,
They cannot have this unless
marcadores.
they understand. And that school goes and says this came from promote the truth in the name of Yahuwah. Go ahead, Lina. Show them what's going on.
We got notebooks, we get markers, we got rulers, we get glue, we got rulers, we got these blocks that they asked them for. So we are creating a kit. We actually purchased them some backpacks. That way we can put in each dose. Those bags haven't been opened yet. They're continent selecting right now everything to make the sets, and then being able to put it in there and then hand it to those kids. So we're very happy with what we've been doing because we've been able to touch them and being able to go there and say this is a gift from Yahuwah, and being able to teach them from little who really the creator is. That all
Yes.
these names that they have heard before, they're pagan, they're wrong. And it's not that they are doing something that they're wrong themselves, but they didn't know better. So it's our job to tell them what they need to do from now on. So that's the benefit that we're able to have with this foundation. We directly talked to the people that they created this foundation and told them we're able to help you, but we have to be able to teach them about Yahuwah, and they agree on doing that.
Yep.
So that's very great. Emily, we the way we're gonna be growing, we will be able to help in other countries. So that's why this operation spread. We need to be able to help all over the world. So Mexico can be in that list of people that we can help.
Yes. So we got a major project happening, and so we now promote the truth has officially taken on the project in Bangladesh with Brother Neerob, who is already a skilled evangelist. Y'all heard all about Neerob. You seen his story get on YouTube. He called on the name of Yahuwah, got immersed. More importantly, not only did he call, he got immersed into the name of Yahuwah. I took him through a strict 2-week training program, hands on. Yeah, I don't know why. Yahuwah just put it on my heart to take him through it. So I took him through it, and I knew if he could get through this gauntlet that I was going to take him through, that kind of like if you look at the story of Elijah, sign named Elijah, when he came down out the cave and went down in the field. And Lena, when he went down in that field, he saw Elisha. And so, sign named Elisha. So he went through right past him. And what most people try to do is they try to convince people. They try to sell people on it. And Yahuwah Mashiach, when he was here, Yahushua HaMashiach, he said, my sheep will hear my voice. And so what everyone here has to understand is that the lost sheep of Yisrael, all we got to do is do our job and spread that word. And then they are going to come running. So what did Eliyahu do? He walked on past Elisha. He just took his mantle and just grazed it up next to him. Right? He just grazed his mantle up next to him and he just kept walking. And guess what happened? Elisha came running after him. And that's what we're doing. So I'm going to go over the project that we got going on in Bangladesh. And guess what, Emily? You know what? You and Lena need to get connected. So Lena, why don't you send Lena a DM over on her Instagram, Emily? Send her a DM in her Instagram, and then she can set up a Zoom with you. I just got a call in my heart about Emily, Lena. Okay. I just got a call in my heart about Emily.
Okay.
All right, so Emily, Yahuwah just spoke to me about you. So get connected with Lena. Send her a DM. Are you in the Telegram group? She can send you a direct message in the Telegram group. And guess what? We're going to do some more outreach. So I'm going to go over today in this first session. One of the big bonuses that you get when you come on these telethons is I'm going to go over some of these key things that are happening. Not hoping, not wishing, but they are happening in the name of Yahuwah. We are workers in the name of Yahuwah. You see? What you going to show us, Lena, before I get into all this good stuff?
Yes, I wanted to show you. These are the backpacks that we're gonna give them all the stuff in it. We have black with white, and we have this blue.
Teal.
Yes, for the girls. So we're gonna put everything here, and we're gonna be able to show them, to give them each one a set, and they can carry what they
And
need
y'all,
for the day
y'all,
to go to the
Lena,
school.
people don't know what we had to do to get, because this stuff is expensive. So we had to go in a part that would trip y'all out. So we stood, and my dad, bless his heart, he flew all the way to Columbia to come visit for a few weeks, see his grandson. Got to go to his grandson Kai's karate class yesterday, and when they had a competition, and then right after that, we went to a part of town. I mean, there's so many people there. See, the city that we're in, there's over 2.3 million people here. We went to a part of town where you can get better deals, and there's all kind of shops set up. And I mean, you gonna get bumped at least 100 times within an hour. You're gonna get bumped. There's so many people there. All right, now look at that. Look, Lena she got some video. This was us yesterday. Us personally, me, Lena, my dad, my son, and my mother-in-law. That's where we were at yesterday in a part of town. Lena, did you get a shot of all the people that were walking by any chance that we could show the crowd?
No,
We got to get
no,
them
it
shots.
really it was crazy. Actually, even taking the phone out, it was
Yeah, you got to
it
be
was
careful. You can't just take
it
your
was
phone out anywhere around there. You
yeah.
know.
So no, this was the most, and I was in deep there working with the owner of that place because I told him that I needed to get better. It's already good deals there for people that need it, but because we was gonna buy in bigger amounts, I needed to talk directly to the owner to get the extra benefits on that, and let him know that we went to different places first, getting the the best prices, and he was the one that said, okay, because you have enough foundation, I'm going to help extra. So I said, look, we have to keep supporting these kids. The thing about this list, they start with at the year, but in the middle of the year, they're not going to have pens, they're not going to have erasers, the pencil. You know how it is with kids, the
Yeah.
colors are going to be
Just so
lost.
everybody understands it, because it's different in different parts of the world. Here in Colombia, the official restart of the school year after the pagan holidays is tomorrow.
Yes.
So pagan Monday tomorrow. So February the 5th is when everybody's coming back. They've been out since mid-December. So now they
Yes.
come back on February the 5th. And so we got all these kids down here that didn't have nothing. And so we decided we was 3-4 hours out. My dad, I gotta give it to him, 76 years old, standing down there the whole time. And I guess at the very end, the last 30 minutes, they noticed that, he's standing the whole time. And they went and got him a chair that he could sit in. But he stood there with us in the name of Yahuwah. Didn't complain. I didn't complain. It was hot. It was people all over the place. But we knew we had to do something for these kids, Lena.
Yes, 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 and I think their faces is going to be precious just to see them receiving that. Actually, one of the girls that we are going to help is here helping to pack this, and she's so excited because she's calling the name of Yahuwah, and she's teaching her friends in school too. This is so we have the foundation, and we have another area in the city where we have a lot of kids too. So we're gonna start helping on that area too. So we're very excited with what we're doing and what we've been able to do with the support of all of you guys. So I really just excited
So
about
you,
that.
you, you can see we got one of the workers here. You see that I took a picture this morning. She's down here. So somebody that doesn't have much. This young little girl don't have much. She called on the name of Yahuwah. She renounced all other ones. They gave her pressure at school. They told her that she got to take the Bible class, and her mama went down there and said, "No, she's following Yahuwah." And that she had to sign. What did she have to sign, Lena?
Yeah, she has
Tell
to
people what
sign.
happened. We took a stand. Tell her what happened.
Well, the thing is that here in Colombia, I don't know how it's in other countries, but it's mandatory religion class. So in that religion class, uh, they supposedly teach the Bible. So the first thing in the list of the school supplies that she needed to take, it was the Bible. So she said she was not going to that class. And obviously the school is like, well, this is a mandatory class. So her mom has to go and talked to the principals and said we don't follow not this Catholic religion or Christians or any of this organized religions. So my daughter is not going into that class. I need you to, when that class starts, she's able to go to the library or somewhere else and study other things or whatever she wants to study. And she's not bringing no Bible either. So they said, because she said we have the rights because our spiritual beliefs. So they made her sign these forms to allow her to be able to have her daughter out of that class. So tomorrow when they start, every time they have religion class, she's going to be able to go to the library, but she have to talk like to two different people and sign these documents. But what it was very good about this, it was that by her making that stand, people ask her, why are you doing this?
Yes.
So she was able to witness them about Yahuwah. She's like, because that's not the real name. Your guys are teaching the wrong stuff. And they're like, okay. But they hear the name of Yahuwah.
Yeah.
And it's that seed, it's that seed that we need to keep spreading.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. All right, so at this moment here, guys, we're giving y'all some droplets here, getting started on this telethon. This is kingdom business. Whenever we do telethons, whenever we do telethons, we're kingdom business. So we got Operation Spread. tsnt.org. Get over to tsnt.org. We're starting the project. It's Operation Spread. We've had to tick it up a little bit because we're taking on Bangladesh. We're taking on more strategic marketing, and we're going to get after it. So this goal raise is going to be $30,000 for this first phase of Operation Spread. And we've already got, most people don't know, we turned it on late yesterday. And so we already got to start. So Lina, we've already got over $1,174.08 has already happened. So once we sent the emails and the messages out, people want to know what's going on with Operation Spread. So I want y'all to understand that Operation Spread is a pivotal initiative in the True Scriptures campaign. It's aimed at accelerating the worldwide dissemination of Yahuwah's word. So as we're translating scriptures left and right every single day, what we got to do is got to be strategic. So when the true scriptures are ready, when we have that Brit Adash Real New Testament available here, targeted for pagan month, April 2024. See, we're not that far away. So we got it targeted. And so we need to get the dissemination of the information out ahead of that word coming into the world. You see what I'm saying? So how do we do that? Well, targeting uncharted territories. Nobody has done what we're doing and about to do. Nobody's done it. In the name of Yahuwah, not one person since this earth has been around has done what I'm telling y'all we're going to be doing and are doing. We're targeting uncharted territories through strategic marketing. The greatest marketer that's ever lived is Yahuwah Mashiach, excuse me, y'all, on the earth when he was Yahushua HaMashiach. He set up a marketing campaign by telling people, come follow me. I'm going to make you fishers of human beings, of men and women. So we're doing the same thing, except we're going to tap into what Yahuwah said. He says, in the end times, I'm going to increase knowledge. Most people miss that part, Lena, about we're in the increased knowledge time. You got to pay attention to the signs of the times. Like, look what's happened in the past 100 to 150 years. Now, nobody argues that the earth has been around at least 6,000 years. Nobody's arguing that. Now, some people say millions of years. Some people say thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. All right, let's just take it to at the point where everybody agrees. Everybody agrees that the Earth's been around at least 6,000 years. So even at that 6,000 point, we got to have enough common sense as people to know we're in the end times. Like we don't have to like we're not in the Wild West. We are in technology havens. I mean, it's everywhere. And what has happened in the past 100 years, 150 years? So in the chat, now it's time for y'all to get active because I want to work you a little bit here to get you to think. I want people that's watching the replay. I want people that's coming in here going, you know what? I got to think about this. What are all the inventions y'all can think of that happened just in the past 100 to 100, call it 150 years? And say the Earth's been around 6,000. So that means 5,850 some years, nobody figured out how to do these inventions. What are the inventions that's happened on Earth? Cars, Aaron said. Computers, cell phones. What else? Y'all put it in the chat.
Satellites, internet satellites all over the space.
Satellites, right? Internet. What else? What's happened in the past? What about a refrigerator?
Yes.
What about a microwave? Right? What are the things
Fryers.
that happened in just the past? The TV. Look, Duran got the television, the radio. Right? Think about what's happened just in the past 100 to 150 years, family. Then once you are able to kind of reason that, see, you haven't really stopped and thought about it. You want to know why? Because you're in it. It just seems common to you. But your great-great-great-grandmother and grandfather, they would say this is, like even my grandfather. The cell phones were just coming out. He died in 2000. Cell phones were just kind of really starting to get out around 95, 96. Look at that. Emily's got air conditioning, freezer trucks, trains. Look, what about the airplane? How come y'all ain't put that down? What about jets? Look at the jets, what they can do. Look at stealth bombers and all this kind of stuff. Drones. What else? Look at YAHUAH, the technology period. It's like, so once you take
We're
your
surrounded.
brain, right? We're surrounded. So, Lina, what happens is because we're in it, everybody's like, they just take it for granted. Like, oh yeah, this is kind of always the way it's been. No, it hasn't. Helicopter, that's right, Ghost Rider. Modern day surgery. Think about that. Look what they can do with surgery. So y'all got to understand that if you go back just 200 years ago, none of what I'm saying is around. Okay? I want y'all to get that. We're gonna use 6,000. I believe it's a little bit more than that. Look, robots. Hey, look at AI now. Artificial intelligence, family. It's ridiculous.
Yes, that's
Artificial
right.
intelligence. Laptops, yes. Like on these phones is got the power of what used to be in a building just 20 years ago. Think about this. Now, I want y'all to listen. We're going to just do some basic math because the scripture says, come together, let us reason. Come together. Even if we just took the flat 6,000 and we did minus 200, that would be 5,800 years. Now, why am I telling you to think this way? Because I want your brain to snap into the sense of urgency of the sign of the times of Yahuwah's very soon arrival, it seems to be. Because if you got human beings, think about that. Look, everybody watch this. Tap yourself. Human being, see? When you feel yourself, you go, okay, I'm a human being. These people, 5,800 plus years, were what? Human beings. And you mean to tell me They couldn't figure out how to make a car. They couldn't figure out the microwave, the refrigerator. Hey, they couldn't figure out electricity. They couldn't figure out the light bulb. Yeah, they did some unbelievable structures that can't nobody even fathom right now. But I'm talking about the mass amount of technology. You mean to tell me 5,800 years they couldn't figure out the airplane? Why is it that nobody could figure this out when they were human beings walking around and they're created in the image? And like Louis, electric coffee pots, right? All this stuff. Why couldn't people figure this out? You see, the scriptures tells you why they couldn't figure it out. Because knowledge had not yet been increased yet.
Yes.
There was a time when you look scripturally, and when I do these prophecy trainings, y'all might run down the street somewhere and not even come back because you're gonna be so excited and understanding how close Yahuwah is to coming back. Think about this. 5,800 years. Nobody figured out how to do this. Just keep it basic. A motorcycle. 5,800 years. Nobody can figure out how to do a motorcycle. Right? All of a sudden, in the last 200 years, really 150, here all these things come in abundance. These things come in abundance, like, and how much is evolving every day, family? Huh?
It's unbelievable. Every day there's how many like every year new phones, new computers are coming out with different things, and look what's going on now with all the artificial intelligence. Now you have robots that are serving you food, robots that are cooking. You have robots that clean your house. You get all this updated stuff that they are just coming out with. It's just unbelievable. All the things like they can just take our faces and do videos with artificial intelligence. So it's unbelievable how much we're how much all this technology and the knowledge of human being is happening
It's
right
gone.
now. It's yeah. Sometimes it's like you kind of like wow. This is like
Yeah, look at Brian said. We got cars that are driving as taxis by themselves now.
yes. Well, right now they also planning on they're building right now the individual cars that can fly.
Yeah. Washing machine
So
like that. This is stuff that people not thinking about. Look what Sherry
yes,
put in. Curling irons, hair dryers, rollers, dishes,
yeah,
silverware, lamps, indoor plumbing that every one of us appreciate. You ain't
yeah,
got an outhouse. None of y'all, other than some of these third world countries, are going to the outhouse. And when we know areas of people going to the outhouse, we know it because we had it over in our orphanage school in Kenya. There was an outhouse until we worked to get plumbing in there. I'm telling y'all, all we got to do is stop and think. Yep, guns, all this stuff. We got to stop and think. What time are we in now? Like, how important of a
yes,
role are we playing in this time? And
very
why is
important.
it so important what we're doing? Because what's
Yes,
happening now, Yahuwah's increased knowledge, which also will increase confusion. So we stand as a beacon going, nope, we're going to promote the truth. We're going to keep it simple. And we're going to start by tearing down the nonsense. See,
yes,
we got to get this one. That's got to get tore down. How much
yes,
destruction has come from this? How many wars have been started over this? How many people have been killed over these two pagan words, Holy Bible?
yes,
That's two pagan
yes,
words that people are basing their whole world on, coming from a king that didn't give a damn about Yahuwah. You think King James cared anything about Yahuwah or the truth? He had a book in the scriptures changed to his name. There wasn't no J then. You understand how
Yeah.
important this is? What we're talking about? It
Yes,
was
it's very
Yaakov.
crazy.
It was Jacob, who we know as Jacob Yaakov. So what we got to do is we got to understand, we got to tear it down, and then we got to spread it. So we handling kingdom business today. So kingdom business is we doing what's called Operation Spread. We're going to target these uncharted territories through strategic marketing. This effort seeks to ensure that the true scriptures reaches every corner of the earth. Period. Fast. Fulfilling the prophecy that the good news, the Bashurah, that's the good news. The Bashurah, or the great news, must be proclaimed to all nations before the end. You see, the end is at hand. The kingdom of Yahuwah is at hand. So you can join us on this transformative mission to spread Yahuwah's light and truth worldwide. Are you in? Are you in? Because we got to do kingdom business and we got a target here. So if you go to tsnt.org and put your, if you can, guys, if y'all not ashamed of the message of Yahuwah, leave a comment when you do a contribution and leave a witness. Because I'm gonna be sometime this month, I'm gonna do a roll call again. I'm gonna
Yes.
start from the comments that I read. Took me what, about 2 hours, Lena, to read all those comments? I'm,
Yes.
I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read them again. I'm gonna start from where I left off, and then we're gonna go all the way through, and we're gonna go and spread this because y'all keep talking about Yahuwah and a witness. I'm telling you, most people think they're alone in this. No, no, no. We're not alone. We're two or more gathered in His name.
Yes. Yes.
We can ask anything. So,
Yeah.
what? Before I get into some good stuff, Lena, what you got for us? Talk to us.
Now, I wanted to ask you if you have our guests there in the waiting room.
Not in the
You
waiting
see
room yet.
them?
Oh yeah, I do got. I got. Is that Elmer?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Everybody give a big warm welcome to Elmer Hingco. Everybody want to know.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to talk. You talk about this letter that you dropped on that church down there, Elmer. Talk to us, brother. Hey, welcome to the program.
Welcome, Elmer. Welcome.
thank you, Sister Lina and Scholar J for inviting here in the Operation Spread Telethon, and welcome to the Promote Family Truth family. And thank you for inviting us, in me and my family, for this telethon.
This is beautiful.
And I'm glad and that I'm part of this family. And the letter that I wrote is a big decision. Me and my family that last year we decided before the pagan January 1 coming in. We decided, and I draft that letter to our leader in the called church, and I pray the Yahuwah will be gave me strength, because it's a big decision for me and my family that we renounce so-called Jesus Christ over our lives. Then I wrote that
Hallelujah.
later to make it uh, professional with them. Then I gave them the. Then they always called me, and I didn't show up to the meetings, because I know that they will make debate something like that. Then I cannot. I know that they will not listen to me because of the decision that I made, because they are lied since the beginning of their Christian life. Me too,
Yes.
also. So me and my wife, because my wife is the A before. We always have a debate about the Sabbath. Then I always study. I always search about the Sabbath. Then and I came up to the promote channel. Then I came up. Then I look at it. Then my wife told me, look at this. Listen to this. Promote the one that last November video in the YouTube. Then I go over it because last year I searched the Yahuwah in the YouTube, even the Facebook. Then they came up that their Sabbath is the same with the pagan Sabbath that they celebrated. Then I'm glad that promote the truth. I studying the promote the truth site. Even now, I just reviewing so that when I came to the outside and proclaim the name of Yahuwah, I have the knowledge that whatever the dethroned to me, I could answer in the name of Yahuwah. Then thank you for Brother Jay that I, even though I cannot be on live, but I still replay the video so that I can catch up everything. My wife is also, and my children. We stopped the children teaching because the manual is only the pagan name. Jesus Christ. Then we stop it. Then eventually he changed the name Yahushua. Defines it last day
Right.
because we have a connection with the church that they have the books, the Bibles that are given to us. Then when we decided to follow Yahuwah, we changed, but we have a difficulty in changing because their manual is the name Jesus. Then my wife is they translated to Yahusha, Yahuwah. So then they finish it because the topic is more on uh, uh, Jesus Christ. So thank you, and thank you for inviting me this moment, and all of the other family members watching us, and shalom everyone.
You got people from all over the place, and there's going to be thousands of people watch the replay of this, Elmer. And so you decided to take control of your children's education. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Right? And you can
yes,
now
yes.
we're going to empower people to get their children. Like I read a quote yesterday, Elmer. It says, "Only a fool will let the enemy teach their children."
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, true.
Only a fool will let the enemy teach their children. And a lot of people think because it's organized school, which is no different than organized religion, it's organized to do what? To lead you down a certain path. So as far as your journey, how did you find promote the truth in the first place? Do you remember?
Yeah. I found out promote the truth in the Facebook, and also in actually my wife introduced me.
Oh, so she
The
found promote the truth
Yeah,
first.
yeah, because of the Shabbat, because they
Okay, so
always
when did
argue
she
about
find
the Shabbat.
it? When did she find promote the truth? Do you remember?
Midweek of December.
Oh, this recently,
Yeah,
2023.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because last September, October, I always told her that the name of our Creator is Yahuwah. So they always searching the site. Then she found out that there was promote the truth. Then later on, I did not mind that, but she always listening to your videos. Then I
Okay.
heard, and she introduced to me. Then we found the promote the truth in Facebook and also in YouTube.
Okay. So she finds it, and somebody, brother Robert Aronson, was asking, has Elmer got his package yet? He's already got the bronze. You're already at a bronze package, right, Elmer?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for the sponsors. I
Yeah.
forgot the name.
So he was contributing the best he could. We was watching, Elmer. We saw you contribute multiple times, and you can tell when somebody they're giving all they got. So Elmer, we saw you contribute one, two, three, four, five, about six different times. It was like $8 here, $45 there, $31 there. One time you did $3 there. Tell everybody, why did y'all decide to contribute to the True Scriptures Project?
We decided to contribute, even my wife. we agree everything, the even the contribution, because this promote the truth. We decided that if we contribute, we are part of the changing world right now. Then uh, my wife right now, she had got a job in the hospital because she's a nurse. She decided for her first salary, she want to contribute it first in, we call that first fruit. She said
First fruits,
uh,
right?
she want to give it everything in the promote the truth for the kingdom advancement of Yahuwah.
Wow. So she said her first check at the hospital,
Yeah, yeah,
she wants to contribute the first fruits, all of it, to sow it
yeah.
into the kingdom. Now, what do you believe when you sow into the kingdom? Because Yahuwah says, I give seed to the sower. What do you believe will happen with that kind of faith?
So I believe when I'm in Yahuwah, there is we call that peace of mind between my wife and I, even to my children. Uh, when we are promoting the name of Yahuwah first in our lives, in our children, then we have a peace of mind, so-called understanding, unlike before. So we contribute everything the best that we can, even the small amount of dollar. We contribute it because I want we want to be part of this kingdom advancements in the near future, so that every four corners of the world will be spread the word of Yahweh, even here, because I believe here in Negros Oriental Philippines, maybe first we are the first one to the first to believe that Yahusha is Yahuwah.
Hallelujah. All right, and Lena, you hearing this? I want to make sure Lena's hearing this. He said he believes in his region in the Philippines, they're the first to believe that Yahusha is Yahuwah. What kind of questions maybe you got for
I love
Elmer? I know
that.
you dialed this up, Lena. I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Now I'm
Come
very
again?
excited, and I know, Elmer, that a lot of people here in the chat, they're just very excited to see you, to hear directly from you, because the letter that you sent, it was mouth dropping. I was in
Yeah.
shock. I'm like, he got that courage, because a lot of people is scared. They're scared of what others gonna think, or what, the power of the church. This organized religions is really strong, so they're afraid to get into some conflicts with other people. So are you having challenges with persecution, or any of these kinds with your family, that you can tell people, but you also can encourage them to go through them, because you're doing the right thing?
Yeah. Before that letter that I gave to them, in the first place, the one that I addressed, the she did not accept it. So what I did is I went to the office of the we call church, an organization, uh, but I made a timing that only the staff over there. So I gave it to her and make receive and sign. Then I made 10 copies. The one that the copy furnace, I give everything. I hope that they will read also. Then they always called me, and they said, Why did you do this? Why did you do this?" They keep on chatting me, but I didn't reply because I didn't argue with them because they will not understand me.
Right? Don't
So
argue.
I didn't answer. Even I turned off my phone right now. So they always said, "Why did you do this? What happened?" They always calling me and have a conference with them. So what I did, I did not go them because I believe that they will not believe Yahuwah. So they persecute me because what I believe now. So I believe Yahuwah will give me a courage. So even the one who is listening now, uh, uh, I made that letter to make it sure that I've been detached to to the word of we call Jesus Krishna. So I made it. I signed them. Then I put in the last page is we call that. Therefore, I renounce and denounce the name of Jesus Christ. Henceforth, we proclaim Yahuwah, Yahuwah over our life, and we believe even my children. I teach them that Yahusha is Yahuwah. Then we later on we keep Sabbath. Then to those who are listening right now, I may encourage you to, if you are has fear over the organization, make it a right to them. Or if they didn't accept that letter, I made a decision in my mind that I will mail it and has a return sender so they can receive it the letter. So everything I laid it down. The annexes I didn't put in the telegram because it's only has on the a site of the promote the truth. So everyone who is listening now, I may encourage everyone that those who have fear. So we decided 100% over our life, my family, that we renounce Jesus Christ, and we proclaim Yahuwah, Yahusha is Yahuwah over our lives.
Hallelujah. How you feel about that, man? How
Hallelujah.
you feel about that, man?
I love it, and I think you said something very smart and a lot of wisdom in you, Elmer. And I think this is
Thank you.
important for everyone that is listened to, and those that are coming into the name of Yahuwah and learning of his ways. Something that you said is that you decided to don't reply to them because you knew it
Yeah,
was going to get into arguments, and that's something that a lot of people need to understand. Like, you can put a seed in people. You don't need to come and convince them, because then you're going to get into arguments, and that's going to drain your soul, and you're going to
yeah,
take
Yep.
energy out of yourself. So
that's right.
that's something to learn from that, from those that are coming into the name of Yahuwah, or those that have been in that and are in that way of fighting and going. And especially social media also can take you into this argument and battle in between comments. And don't try to be right. Just
Yeah,
say what you have to say one time, and ignore those. The scriptures actually even told us that don't cast your pearls to swine. So uh, that's a good teaching lesson right there, and I'm very proud of you, but your wife too. uh,
Yes.
yeah,
Please say hi to her. We'll be praying on you and your family, because that is what we always talk about. The that that team, having the wife and the husband supporting each other. Your wife bringing that information, you bringing the Yahuwah name into you. So you to her, and her bringing the Shabbat. So it was a great combination to get in the
yeah,
right ways of
Hey,
Yahuwah.
Lena, I got a surprise. I called my dad because your letter impressed my dad. Now he's 76, going on 77. It impressed him so much. He's standing here. I just called him, mother. Dad, you want? That's Elmer from down in the Philippines, Dad.
Hello,
So
brother
so so come
Elmer.
come right, get right.
hi.
There you go.
You
What
hello,
what do you want to say
hello.
to him, Dad?
I want to say it was tremendous because you broke it down from the beginning to the end, telling it exactly the truth, the way it's always been for years. I was so impressed on how you handled that. You handled that with just really, just it was wonderful. And then you expressed the truth. You broke from the
Yeah,
beginning to the end, and I was overwhelmingly impressed because for years I've been digging and my son finally found out the whole truth, and I'm really impressed with you and him. Thank you.
And so, so, Daddy, you gonna use that letter?
Absolutely.
I thought my dad was so impressed with your legal. Man, I tell you what, that letter, he's printing them off, Elmer. He said he gonna hand them out to everybody around the way. He gonna work. So look at that. What you one person It only takes a spark to light a fire, Elmer. So, we're proud of you. But how that make you feel having my dad come and say that to you, Elmer?
Oh, I feel that uh, that everyone, I believe that Yahuwah pleased with that letter, because everybody, everyone, those who read that, I think they are impressed because of my decision made in the that letter. Then I researched also that letter. Then I and my wife decided 100% to give it that letter to our organization. And
Wow.
we absolutely, I detach with them. I don't have any communication with them.
Hey, Lena, can you have them pin that letter just one more time, babe, just for a little bit? People are
Yes.
asking how we get the letter. You go to our Telegram group. A lot of people know how to get the. We got people emailing us. Go, how do we get a copy of Elmer's letter? Go
Uh,
to pttgram.com. Everybody, if you're not on our Telegram channel,
but,
you got to go to pttgram. Look at that. He got a copy right on his phone, right? All right. That letter, that exact letter that's stamped and signed by Elmer and backed by his beautiful wife, guess
and
what? Look at that. And he got it stamped. You're not playing. Now, why did you go to that length, Elmer? Why did you go to the length of just professionalizing that letter like that resignation and that denouncing of Jesus?
I made this in order to show to them and even to the world that I put into writing, not only in verbal action. I put this so that it will be documented here, even to our Yahuwah. Show this. It's very important to write a letter, because it's I think writing a letter is very important, because um, to make it a proof that they receive it, my resignation. So I put the receive and the staff there. So very important to have a letter so that it will be documented to us,
Yes.
and we can share it to the other, how strong we are in the kingdom of Yahuwah, and how strong I follow the name of Yahuwah, and to
Yes.
my family.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Everybody got to figure out to get their witness. And see, this is how I know you've been immersed into his name.
Yeah.
Because it says in Mahashim, Acts 1:8, you will receive power when the
Hallelujah.
set apart spirits come upon you. So did promote the truth, did our message, did our ministry, did that help you and your wife to get immersed into Yahuwah and grab that power? Did that help you?
Yes.
Tell
Yes.
everybody how did promote the truth help you? Because all we're doing is working. We're sowing the seeds. We got to get the feedback from y'all to tell us how did we help you get to where you're at now to get that courage.
promote Promote the truth channel, even the sites, the website, help us our spiritual growth in Yahuwah, because everything, promote the truth channel, put it there, only to the one put a time, have a time, study, research it. Everything is in the channel of promote the truth. And thank you for the releasing of the first Yehohanan, even the Abarim. I studied it. I study, and if I finish it, I go over that one. Then other, even the calendar in the site. I studied it all over again. So the promote the truth, it help us to grow our spiritual, even to our children. It help us. It helped me, even my family, my own life, spiritual life. It really helped us to bring back to the name of Yahuwah,
Fact.
and it helped us that the also the 10 Commandments, we should keep it, because it's a perfect commandments to the humanity. Even
Yes.
it says in the double commandment, in the great commandments, it's everything there. So
So
only is
when you
to
went, so you
study.
went to that promote the truth page, and you saw how we broke down the commandments and made it simple. Did you and your wife and family go through that?
Yes, yes, we go through that channel, and I always read that channel, even everything. But I, in order to understand, we keep on reading it back again, so that every day that if we read the word, there is something new to us to understand.
Yes, because it's live. That word is live, isn't it? Isn't it? Now, have you know
Yeah.
one last thing I'd like to ask you before we let you get out of here, because we got another special surprise coming up. Have you noticed that since you called on and got immersed into the name of Yahuwah, when you read scripture verses, you can see them in a whole nother level now?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's right. Upon reading the Hebrew, the Abarim, a lot of great things that we learn. Even first, I compare it to the called the Bible, and it's so far from the truth that the Bible written everything there. So upon reading the truth scripture, it gives us opportunity to deep more on Yahuwah's presence, and keep on learning uh, the commandments of our Creator. So very the promote the truth writings, even the Yahuhanan, first, even the power study guide. It's so powerful. It's so powerful if
Yes.
we read that uh, everything.
I had to put that in there because some folk, we got a lot of new people, Lena. I don't know if you noticed that. There's a lot of new people on listening in. All right, let me give y'all get you up to speed. When he says the Yahuhanan and the Abari, so Yahuhanan, that's sign name for, it as John. John's a pagan name for the scriptural name Yahuhanan. Yahuhanan means Yahuwah is grace. All right, Abarim is Hebrew, so the real name for Hebrews is Abarim. So we have, as we're translating scriptures, we're selecting around 5 different books of the Brit Hadash, that's New Testament, and 5 of the Tanakh, Old Testament, and we're putting them on our digital scriptures platform. So if you go over to truthscriptures.info, you'll see where you can get access. Now, this is important. What I'm going to tell you, this is important. What I'm going to tell you. If you are a package member, over at tsnt.org. So look up on my screen, right underneath me, you'll see it says tsnt.org. If you're at least a bronze package member, you get free access to these every time we release them. Now, when we release them, you heard Brother Elmer said they've got the power study guides. Now, this will be continually added on to, because it's not only the power study guides, it's going to be having power tools, including video training, audio trainings to each one of these chapters. So it gives you the understanding at the highest height that you could ever imagine. So if you are at least a bronze package member, that $20 is around $20 for every time we release one. You never pay that. So we're going to release at least 10. So that's $200 worth of free stuff that you're going to get just by being a package member, but you're going to have a lifetime of benefit. So does your wife get a chance to study that with you, brother? Did she get a chance to get in there, Elmer?
Yes, yes, because because we search this because more a lot of pastors preaching the end times in different view. So that's why the promote the truth is a very you're writing from the ancient to the modern day, translating the authentic word of our Creator. So me and my wife studying, reading the the book that releasing in the digital platform in TSNT. And I encourage also for those who are listening now that not yet member, just donate even small amount. I know that it will accumulate in the promote the truth. So very powerful that the word of Yahuwah, if we read it carefully and with all our understanding, very powerful because it is the truth.
It's the truth.
That the word is a truth. It's powerful because it's a truth. Uh,
I love
so
it.
unlike I compare it to the Bible. It's so far away from the truth.
You hear that, Lena? He told the truth there. The Bible, listen, everybody think they got
Yeah,
something,
it's
they got the Bible.
amazing.
This takes you away from the truth. That's why the true scriptures is going to actually bring people into the truth, and we're going to get the real followers of Yahuwah. Everything in the next 2 years, if Yahuwah don't come back before then, is going to be amazing. Do you got any parting words for us, Brother Elmer, before you get out of here? Anything you like to say to the Promote the Truth uh, community? It's going to be thousands of people. You got some great final words for us?
Okay, to everyone in Promote the Truth family, thank you that I be part of you, and we are the family, and I encourage you to keep on learning the word of Yahuwah in Promote the Truth channel, even to the releasing, always releasing the book, and I believe Brother Jay, they're releasing the Tanakh, and it's so excited. And thank you that everyone who heard my voice, and you even the this is the first time that I am in the channel, so you saw me and you hear my voice and my decision in following Yahuwah, and also pray for me
Yeah,
because here in my
Yes.
region, we plan it everything that if we have everything tools we did before, we also did um, uh, in 200 times maybe, and we did that because this is the real truth that we are bringing in this in my country. So I believe that the power of Ruah will be in me, in my wife, and family, and pray also that the we call that persecution will not. I believe persecution is here, but we can understand. I can manage. So everyone who are listening right now in this channel, I encourage you to we always be in this family, and I believe that if we are together, we are, and it says in scripture, two or three gathered in the name of Yahuwah,
right.
there the Yahuwah will be in our mind everywhere. So thank you, Brother Jay and Sir Lina, for contacting me and for this
Absolutely.
Operation Spread Telethon. I believe that it will spread everything, even here in my community. It will spread the name of Yahuwah even to this country, even to the parts, to the end of this my community. I believe Yahuwah's name will be spread over here. And thank
Absolutely.
you, and thank you everything.
We love you, man. We honor
We
you.
love
Give
you,
your wife a
Elmer.
big hug for us. Give our sister
Please
a big
do.
old hug. Tell her we're proud of her. Give your children a big hug. Let them know that they're doing the right thing. And Yahuwah is putting a fence around you. I thank you, Yahuwah, for putting
Hallelujah.
a fence around our brother
Yes.
right here, right now, and his family. All who come in the name of Yahuwah shall be saved.
Hallelujah.
And so save him, Father, from
Yes.
the persecution that would try to
Yeah.
destroy him. Let that persecution actually accelerate and lift him up in
Yeah.
your name,
Hallelujah.
Yahuwah. We thank you for that. So thank you, Brother Elmer, for coming in and sharing your
Hallelujah.
heart with us. We
Yeah.
love you, brother. Bye
Thank you
bye.
also.
Thank you, Elmer. Thank you to
That's
make
out. That's
yourself
awesome. Huh?
available.
What do
That
you
was
think, Lena?
beautiful.
What do you think? What do you
That
think?
was
What do you think?
beautiful. And look, these messages like everybody's saying, Brother Elmer, you and your family are under the protective wings of Yahuwah, so no worries. Thank you, Elmer, for your testimony, and agree and pray that all you have asked be done in the name of Yahuwah. Thank you, Brother Elmer, for your testimony. Thank you, Brother Elmer and Elmer's family. Elmer, you being my prayer journey since Jay shared the letter. It's just a nice testimony, Elmer. Stay pure. Shalom and Yahuwah bless you and your family. Thank you, Brother Elmer, and your family. It's just beautiful. Beautiful messages. I think Elmer have been able to be in that seed
Yep.
to be a great witness. And I think is encouraging others to go in and spread the truth, to release themselves for all these other pressures from the organized religion, and his testimony. Every time we hear how someone came into the name of Yahuwah is identifying others that was in the same position. So I think that's the great. That's what I love of having our guests in these shows, and the importance of the Telegram group. I think everybody needs to make sure you go into pttgram.com and you download the Telegram app and you get into these communications because that's how you learn directly from Promote the Truth on all these things that happen. Like we share um, a lot of the things that are coming to us in our email, but you guys don't even believe the amount of emails we're receiving daily and the amount of messages, inbox in social media. We receive the comments that we get on the social medias, and all the communication we have is amazing. So
Mm.
stay connected. Make sure you go to tsnt.org, and you have it there, tsnt do two dots org. So maybe let's edit that, Brother Jay,
Was that it?
into
Oh, yeah, yeah. Is that on the screen?
is on the screen is
I'll fix it right now. I'll fix it
tsnt.org.
right
So
now.
make sure you go in there. We're doing this to make sure we're able to spread the word of Yahuwah even more. So we need to get into SEO campaigns. We need to go into more ads, and we just have to spread the name of Yahuwah. And all these videos, all these testimonies that we're receiving from Elmer, from all the guests that we have in our past telethons, in our past live videos, all that information, we need to spread it. So right now, and I would love maybe that you give also a quick update on how many books you have been able to translate just in this past month.
What?
So that would be
Wow.
great to give that update. And now the push this month is being able to spread the word, to come keep supporting, keep pushing the numbers for Yahuwah, and then continue the translation process. So Brother Jay, how many books you have been able to translate?
Well, it's been amazing because, as y'all know, we got all the Yahuhanan first, second, third Yahuhanan done. But also we have Yahudah done. That's the Book of Jude. That's finished, done. We've also got Philemon, which is the Philemon. That book is done. And then we've got Yaakov that just got finished. That's the Book of James. It's all done, locked, loaded, edited. It's rock and roll. I don't know if we're going to release that on the True Scriptures or not on the digital, but that's done. And then what we're doing now is we're scrubbing because we promised everybody we're going to get up to 5 different books. So this is going to be some extra work for me and the team because we are going to release Bereshit. Do y'all know what I just said?
Woo!
That's
You,
Genesis
you
on
guys
the
heard
digital
that?
collection platform. That's 50 chapters, Lena.
Yeah, and not it's not just 50 chapters. That's the roots. That's the base.
That's the foundation.
Is the foundation of the word of Yahuwah.
The entire
So
word is all everybody got to
base.
most people don't stop and grip that the entire word is based off of Bereshit. That's why it
Yep.
starts out, it says in the beginning. So we thought how much of a blessing would it be for the entire community and world if we
Yes.
released the entire 50 chapters? Now y'all gotta put your seatbelts on, because your learning level, Lena, I'm telling you, everybody's learning level
Yes.
is going to go through a whole nother atmospheric different. I don't know where it's going. It's just going to go out
Yes.
into the atmosphere, because there's so many Abari names. It took me over a
A
year
year.
to get the translation down and the methods and the consistency, over 1 year just to get Barashit done. Over a
Yes.
year.
I remember that.
I mean, it was a task, because, and there's some days it would take a couple weeks to get through a chapter because of all the pagan names that they've replaced people with, Lena. And
Yes.
so we're going to release that. What's happening right now with the team, they're now going over every single chapter. I don't know. It might take them a week or two to do this. I'd say a minimum another week or so. But everybody needs to be ready, because that's the next thing we want to release on the truth scriptures. Now, I know we got something else special we did with Tasman Ahim. I don't know if you got that loaded, locked and loaded, but I know that's
No,
coming up.
that one is in the process to be uploaded by the team too. So that one will be up this week, this upcoming week.
I love it. Let me.
Yes.
So this is what's happening now. What we're doing now is Titus. So we're doing Titus right now. So we're gonna get Titus knocked out probably in the next couple days, and there'll probably be, within a week, there'll be at least two, probably three more books in the Brita Dash done within the next week. Will be finished. And
Okay.
so we're just going in, but one of the things we wanted to mix in, because we're like, how can we enhance everybody's learning in the
Yes.
Brita Dot? Well, let's get them in the foundation, and then after
Yes.
that, we're gonna put Shemut up. So you're gonna have Genesis, Bereshit, then you're gonna have Shemut, Exodus. Those are gonna be two back to back. Why we got to do that? Because you got the beginning, and then you get the commandments. You see,
Yes.
now you learn the ways of Yahuwah from how did he intend for us to act in the first place? So you got all
Yes.
those good things coming in.
Yeah,
So
that's a big project, and so because once Brother Jay does the translation, the team goes into the revision of it. Then after the team does the revision of it, Brother Jay goes back
you
again.
mean the review.
The review. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Not a
The
revision, the
re-
review.
the review. I'm sorry. Spanish, English. The review of it, and so there's three reviews done to everything that you see, and then the team goes up and start uploading everything into the platform, and this takes time, especially with this. With Barashi is gonna be a lot of work for them to do. Is 50 chapters. Every chapter, for those of you that know how the system works, um, you have everything separated by chapters. And for those that have the digital collection with the power studies, there's also a different space for all the power studies of each chapter. So I know that is probably going to have also the power studies. So it's just all that it's been happening, all that just happened in a month. So it's been a lot, and I think we're close to, we are on track to hit the goal that we said we will have all the translation done approximately to the beginning of spring, and from there it's just editing and send to print, and then send out for those that got their packs, and also put it for sale for those that want to have more copies.
Yeah,
So
man.
we're
Y'all imagine this
excited
Brita
about
Dash comes out, it's gonna be crazy. Now look, we doing kingdom business. I got a surprise guest coming in. Lady don't even know this. I got a surprise guest is in the waiting room right now. But before I
What?
bring this surprise guest in, I want to give a big shout out because everybody needs to be focused on tsnt.org. What can you do
Yes.
in the telethon today? Everybody can do something. You don't have to do anything. But when Yahuwah says, okay, we're getting centered on Operation Spread, we want you to plant a seed in the spread today. Any amount, don't matter. We got people do $3. Some people do $300, whatever. But already, Lena, today, I want to give a report. We got Yahuwah
Yes.
serving 7. Ron came in, $26. We got Jamie Galloway, $20. Aaron Cruz, $10. We got Robert Arenson said, give a bronze pack away to someone. Robert from down in Portugal, he just contributed
Thank you, Robert.
$311.36, covered the fees as well. So somebody today, we're going to bless. Lena, I think we need to do that like right away so we can bless somebody that wants to be able to have a bronze. That you're not bronze yet, but you want to get to bronze and you feel like you just giving everything you got. Post your message and go, I want to get to bronze. I ain't there yet, but I've been contributing something and I'm going for the kingdom. We got Duran Moore, the beautiful brother Duran, $259.92 came
Thank
in
you,
cover fee.
Duran.
Way to go. Catherine Rose, $50 came in. She said, I'm going to put my seed in to the kingdom. So everybody get over to tsnt.org and just sow something today. If you believe in
Yes.
it, sow it. If you don't do it. Yahuwah gives us calls. We got a $30,000 raise we got to do because we're going to pour it in. Now, I'm bringing in this special guest, and he's part of one of Operation Spread, and that's Brother Neerob, all the way down in Bangladesh.
Woo!
So we don't have Brother Elmer over in the Philippines. Now we got Brother Neerob in Bangladesh. I think it's about 10:30 p.m. there. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah,
10:30
Hi,
p.m.
Nira.
So we have Elmer
yeah.
on. I don't know if you got a chance
Shalom,
to see Elmer,
shalom, sister.
Neerob, but we got Elmer was at 12 o'clock and his time in the Philippines. So we're blessed to have you here with us. I've been going over this 2-year project plan that you put out.
Yeah,
I want to introduce the whole community here on this live telethon to Brother Neerob from Bangladesh. That's over there right next to India. What in the world are you doing? Tell everybody as best you can, real quick, how did you get to promote the truth? What do you feel about what we're doing here in the name of Yahuwah and your background heavy in Christianity, an evangelist pastor that renounced that's come to Yahuwah? Talk to us, Brother Neerob. What you got?
yeah. Shalom, everybody. Thank you so much. I am so excited for this moment, and this is the first time I am meeting Sister Lina.
There you go,
So,
later.
so
Nice
I
to
am
meet you, to
excited.
see you in person.
Yeah, and I knew a little bit Spanish. Hola.
Hola.
So, so as far as my journey has concerned, I am very happy to march forward, promote the truth and to Yahuwah. And I was so excited. And I told Brother Jay that I was watching and watching all the videos, and my mom observed everything, but she said nothing. But suddenly she said, "What is this? Why you are watching all the videos? And who is Yahuwah?" And I thought this is my opportunity, and she will be the first person that I could share. So I shared that Yahuwah is the Almighty, and He is the most powerful and most high. And she thought, give me some minutes, give me some moments. I have to think. Then she went for some kind of like meditation or something like that. I don't know what was that. She was separated from us. I, along with my sister, we were worried. What is happening? Why my mom just didn't respond? She heard the name of Yahuwah and she was silent just. And after this, she said, "Oh, I think someone is knocking at my heart that I should follow Yahuwah." Wow. Hallelujah.
So your
So
mom, she's watching you watch
yeah,
these videos. You then
yeah,
witness
yeah,
to
yeah.
her about Yahuwah's the Most High.
And she knows you.
She knows me watching the videos. Okay, okay, this is great.
Yeah,
All right, so you witnessed to her that Yahuwah is the Most High, and then
yeah,
she all of a sudden stops and just goes
yeah,
into
yeah,
a meditation or something.
yeah, yeah, like that. Just silent.
And nobody, you and your siblings couldn't figure out how long was she silent like that?
Yeah, she was just like closing her eyes and just took some time, and after that she spoke that
Wow.
someone is knocking at my heart, that Yahuwah is the Almighty.
What you think, Lena? I want to hear Lena come in on this. What you think about this witness, Lena? Talk to Brother Neerob.
I think it's beautiful because the way you came and the way how humble you're just being into the name of Yahuwah and how much you want to learn about it, and the way you came in to promote the truth, thinking that we was like an organized religion and you was
Yeah, yeah,
asking
yeah,
for
yeah,
help in the Christianity, and then
yeah,
the
yeah,
answer back of no, that we are not a Christian. You actually need to learn about the name. And normally people will just ignore that, or they will say, what are you talking about, and they just gone. But you answer back saying, what do you like, it sounds like you're right. Let me learn more, and you keep digging into it, and then getting with brother Jay in a conference call, and
yeah,
then taking the big step and saying, I'm leaving everything that I have learned before. I'm coming into Yahuwah's life like right away. I'm not waiting. I'm just gonna learn it away when I'm just immerse myself and I'm gonna receive this name. And and then starting to listen all this. And for us as humans, like our mothers are that first connection that we have there, and being able to have her back to back with you in this big step that you're taking, having her walking with you um, in it, I'm pretty sure it has to be the most warmful feeling ever.
yeah, yeah,
uh, because maybe you didn't even know how she was gonna take it, right? Like when you learn about Yahuwah, you're like, well, even if my mom take it or not, I'm going,
Yeah.
because
yeah, yeah,
I felt that from you. That your passion for Yahuwah was so big that you said, I don't care who's following me. I'm living with my mom, with my family. If they don't listen, I'm going to keep going. But hearing to that testimony where your mom said, I can see the truth, and I'm going to trust
yeah,
my
yeah,
son that he's bringing me the truth into this house,
Yep.
and supporting you. I think that's the biggest support that on earth we can have,
Mm.
and
and you know,
I'm
sister,
very proud.
she is unable to understand English, and she only speaks Bengali. She is unable, and she is saying, "What is the name of this man about brother J?" So I was saying, his name is J, and he's saying he is like my elder son, because your name is Joy and he is J.
You give your mama a big old hug from me.
Yeah,
Come
for
on.
me too.
From Sister Lena too. She going, I mean, we're sending love out. Now,
Yes.
Brother Neerob, this is great. I want y'all to hear because we got to go to work for the kingdom. The
Yeah,
scripture
yeah,
says the harvest is plentiful, it's massive, but the workers are few.
few.
Pray to the Father Yahuwah. It tells us that Yahushua HaMashiach, when he was on the earth, he said, pray to the Father for more workers. What's going on with the lack of workers? Well, what's going on is it's been so few people plant a stake and go, I'm going to work. And so we got workers' hearts here at Promote the Truth. And what attracted
Yeah,
me most to you, Brother Neerob, is I felt that you got a worker's heart for the harvest. And so Neerob sent me a letter. I'm going to read this part of this letter that you wrote, so you're going to get to hear
yeah,
yourself in your words here.
yeah, yeah,
He wrote this letter, and then I want you to comment. He says, I praise Yahuwah. I have been doing so-called ministry and evangelical work, quote, in the Christian community for the last 5 years. But when I encountered the truth, I surrendered myself. I took the time to repent in the name of Yahuwah and commit my life to keeping his commandments and following him. I resigned from my previous wrong assignment in the Christian church, and I want to go forward in the right intention with truth. I don't have any worries about material things like money and funds, but feel power to keep an eye towards specific and certain directions that Yahuwah is telling us in seeking the kingdom and his righteousness first, and all these things will be added to you. I want to thank my spiritual mentor, Elder Jay Noland, for his efforts for the kingdom of Yahuwah. He has been a blessing for me and my family. I obey the superiority because Yahuwah made leadership to good governance and development of disciples like me. I am praying to do more work for Yahuwah, and thus I feel the fire to submit these work plans for the next 2 years, where we can witness the power and authority of Yahuwah in the nation of Bangladesh and in the Indian subcontinent, where 99% don't know his true name. Now watch this. You say, Brother Neerob, your 2024 plan, we're talking with the family here. Y'all tell me if y'all think
Yeah.
it's a good thing or not. Let's talk about Brother Neerob's plan. This is the first time I'm getting dialed in on this. He says, I feel the fire to help translate the Promote the Truth website into Bengali. How do you say that? Bengali?
Yeah, Bengali.
Bengali. Okay, so we want to get the website translated. Takes a lot of time, effort, energy, money into Bengali, his native language, which is spoken by 275 million people, predominantly in Bangladesh and in India, West Bengal. The motive is to make available the Promote the Truth website to approximately 235 million native speakers and another 40 million as a second language speakers. Bengali is the 5th most spoken native language and the 6th most spoken language by total number of speakers in the world. I don't think most people knew that. In the world. So we're talking about the 6th most spoken language in the world, fam. We can start a branch office of Promote the Truth here in Bangladesh. From there, we can operate our works as well to use for local programs in Kahal. I like that name, by the way. You know, Kahal means called out ones of
Yeah.
Yahuwah. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Kahal literally means called out ones of Yahuwah. So he talks about the things he wants to do from the office and how to get that established, which we're going to be discussing with him. We can arrange programs for 100 youth every 2 months where we can teach them in a full day program and then have a Q&A session with them so that we can allow them to follow Yahuwah and promote the truth. In a year, we can arrange 6 programs to reach at least 600 youth. By 3 years, we want to reach at least 1,800 youth countrywide. Then he lays out the how to go do that. And then he talks about how we can get the brochures in order to get them in the hands. And then he says, we can voice over all the Promote the Truth videos in the Bengali language. Thus, we can start content making in the native languages of Asia region, especially in the Indian subcontinent. On the other hand, I want to help to translate the complete New Testament scripture in the Bengali language. So see, what's going on, fam, is that we are calling out to Yahuwah to bring forth the right people, but they must be immersed into Yahuwah's name. So that's why with you, Brother Neerob, you saw I gave you strict stuff to do for a few weeks to see if you come out on the other side and you still got a heart for Yahuwah. But then I wanted to see, do I get a understanding? Yahuwah, give me a sign. Talk to me as your servant, Yahuwah, that he has been immersed, because if he's immersed, he's going to have the power to witness for you. That's going to be a sign. So when you told me the story about your mother, that was the sign that you've been immersed into the name of Yahuwah, because the right immersion will have the effect, a powerful impact. See, most people don't get that about your witness. When you are immersed, your words and your aura has a whole different level to where it impacts people to want to know about Yahuwah. That's what happened with your mom. Thus, we can put together both online app and offline printed versions, which will be distributed by those potential youth. So he's focusing on the youth, smart, who were developed by us. We can acquire land even and build a transformation center if we'd like, where youth can go to for 7 days transformation to make disciple making process to generate a generation of soldiers for Yahuwah that will be passionate about Yahuwah and promote the truth. By 5 years, we can transform at least 1,000 potential youth who will be future workers for Yahuwah. How y'all feel about what Brother Neerob said? Put it in the chat. What y'all thinking about this? Huh?
Some work.
Now, Brother Neerob, why you feel to work like this? What's going on? Talk to us. Now, you get to talk to the nation of Yahuwah about this. Talk to them.
Yeah. Actually, brother, I was praying, and I thought how I can compensate my time. That last 5 years I have wasted my time doing so-called ministry and so-called everything. So I wanna compensate everything, and that's why I cried to Yahuwah that please show me a way. And he clearly told me that you have got the mentor, you have got the materials, so go ahead. And thus I thought that I have the power of reaching the youth, so I will use that capacity. I will use that uh, material and all the matters that already you have been working for last 30 years to develop the materials and collecting the materials, especially from 2007. Directly you are doing everything, and from maybe 2020 you are in front. So I know all the stories about your life because I have watched all the videos. So I am very much uh, in the way marching forward, because I thought that I have to do the less work, because everything Yahuwah has made you to show a guidance for us. So I thank Yahuwah, I praise Yahuwah that He has put a leader in front of us, that we can march forward and we can do. And youth, they are powerful, they have the fresh blood. So I think we should use that power for the uh, for the establishment of the name of Yahuwah in this nation.
Hey, this is the way. See, Yahuwah gonna do a thing, and He's showing me in these nations that are underserved, like a Colombia, like a Bangladesh, right? Like
Yeah,
different parts of Africa, different parts of Asia. See, we can get that word out there fast, but it's going to take funds. It's going to take resources. So one of the another goals is that I knew I got this letter here. I knew the initiative that we had. If we want to take on some more aggressive things and promote the truth and having the people with the right heart, well, we got to turn the funding up. We got again. This is all going to come down. We're going to end up needing and going to end up sowing millions of dollars into the
yeah,
kingdom. We're going to do it. I don't know how it's going to happen, Neerob, but it's going to
yeah,
come and it's going to be pressed down, shaken together, and run. And we're going to help so many people get the truth. And we're going to be advertising against all these pagan words. We're going to go head to head to tear down all these pagan words and snatch people out of the fire. So you're passionate about it. This is another one that resigned. Now tell everybody what happened, that you were a full-time evangelist pastor, correct?
yeah.
The church in that region was supporting you. About how many people did that church and their outreach reach? How many people were involved in that? Do you have any idea?
Maybe 5,000 people.
5,000 people. So this is spread out. This is heavy. And Neerob was working full time for them. And then tell people what you did when you found the truth of Yahuwah through Promote the Truth. Tell them what you did.
Yeah, when I found the truth, I would say when I encountered Yahuwah at that time, I thought this is the time. I shouldn't take time that from next month, from next week. I didn't say that. I thought this is the moment, this is the time. I have to repent. I have to leave behind everything, because I thought that Yahuwah has showed me everything. So now I know the truth. I know how to go ahead. I have all the materials. I have my mentor and everything. So I shouldn't take time. I will go ahead and I will leave behind everything. I will resign. They said many things to me. They were arguing, why you are resigning? What is the problem? I said nothing. I said I will come back. I will come back with the truth, and I will show you that what is the truth. Because I wanna say, brother, one thing, that whenever I used to do the ministry, many radical groups and many people, they would say that Bible has been corrupted.
Yes.
That time I told them, I was debating that no, Bible is not corrupted. But now I know, if the name is changed, then 100% Bible is corrupted.
Fact.
You are agree or not?
That one thing
So,
tells you the Bible, and even the word Bible is
yeah,
corrupted. Does
yeah,
everybody understand that these two words are pagan words? I mean, when that's set home with you, and it took promote the truth to get you to understand that, I believe. That
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah,
when you look at those two words, this is a fact. This is not like Neerob. This ain't something that's even debatable. These are two pagan words. And people
yeah,
are betting their eternal life on the cover is pagan. So if the cover is
yeah,
pagan, what do you think the guts are going to be? You see? And
yeah,
this is what we're tearing down through people like Neerob. Now, that support, that financial support that takes care of you, you got your mother. Who else do you have to provide for?
yeah. Actually, whenever I told them that I was committed for the organization and I used to do work for you, but now I am not arguing that you didn't pay me. They were furious. That time I thought how they could serve their so-called God, JESUS, that they discriminated, and they actually exterminated my all the thoughts and everything. But I didn't lose hope. I thought I would pray, and Yahuwah is the provider. He will provide. And there is my mentor and my sister. So I think I have everything. I have got the
Y'all gotta
family.
understand. We're sitting back. He don't know. He just telling. He just giving us a report what's going on. We're watching it, and we
Yeah,
know he's gonna get persecuted. And so they were supposed to pay him another month. And in your first thing you told me, you said starting the month, pagan month February. That's when I'm going full time in the ministry for Yahuwah.
yeah,
And what happened was they cut you off immediately. You thought you
yeah,
still had resources coming in, and then you said, "Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to trust." And so I got to tell y'all, nation of Yahuwah, we sent Brother Neerob some funds to help him and his mom and his family immediately be able to have that gap support. Did that help you out, Brother
yeah,
Neerob?
yeah. Definitely.
What was that able
Because
to do for you and your family? That initial support that we came and provided through Promote the Truth, through our family here. This is your family that came in and helped you.
yeah. That time, you know, my mom was observed everything. So I thought she is also uh, getting some blessings immediately. So whenever I got the fund, I got some food and some basic items. So she asked me, you are resigned, so how you got? So I thought, you believed in the name of Yahuwah. So here is the result. So
So she
she
knew you
she
was cut
served.
off and there ain't no food coming in the
Yeah,
house and y'all got to figure
yeah,
out a
yeah,
way. And
yeah,
all of a sudden, Yahuwah comes in through the Promote the Truth family to provide that support. And now that's a witness. That's what Yahusha did. They give him some
yeah,
fish, give him the bread. That's why we got to
yeah,
build up
yeah,
the
yeah,
storehouse, to build up the treasury of Yahuwah. And somebody's got to be great stewards. Now, y'all can go do this any way y'all want. One thing you watched that he told y'all he's done watched all the videos. It's a lot of videos.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you never heard me ask people for a dime those 3 years. Not one dime. And I ask anybody for anything. It wasn't until Yahuwah said, go and bring my word, the correct word in this world. And I said, Father,
But brother,
go ahead, bro.
but brother, one thing I wanna say that I watched the video and you never asked for any funds or anything to anyone. That time I realized a sentence, and Yahuwah gave me a sentence that if anyone don't support promote the truth, then also promote the truth will go ahead because Yahuwah is the provider. But but we don't want our family to be out of the journey. We want each and everybody to be a part of our journey. That's why we are allowing to contribute to promote the truth because
Yes.
we want everyone
That's what hit me.
to,
Yahuwah said,
yeah,
open it up and let people pour in, and then go be great stewards, and then watch me spread. Now, I didn't know exactly how Yahuwah was going to do it because I said, Yahuwah, for me to go pull team off of doing take care of your life work, because we've been putting people I don't think everybody understands this. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna say it again, Neerob. Since 2007. So I met Lina in 2012. So even before I met Lina, we
Yes.
poured tons of money into promote the truth and the upkeep and spreading the message out. And nobody knew who we were. Nobody knew nothing.
Yes.
I meet Lina 2012 all the way to 2020. That's 8 years. Nobody knew who we were. They didn't know it was me. They didn't know it was Lina. They didn't know any of us. We just was pouring money in, creating all kind of content, pouring out in the world. Then Yahuwah said, look, get on and go talk. I want you. It's like something came in me, Brother Neerob, and said, now I want you to hit the button and I want you to go proclaim my name. Tell them who you are and how I sent you. Tell them your story. So I just in 2020, I said, all right, y'all can go look at it. It's all we got it
Yes.
documented. You can even see the video quality don't look good in the beginning. Because
yeah,
I'm just sitting there on my little computer just hitting live, and then we'd upload it. And Brother Robert Palsy told you, he goes, there was about 7-8 videos come out, and they would come out every 2 or 3 months, And
yeah,
then and he was like, man, I need more videos. Robert Palsyk's the one that kept pressing me from Budapest, Hungary. He kept saying, Jay, come on, man, please, can you give us more content?
yeah,
So I'm busy I'm getting attacked from 100,000 different angles trying to kill me. And finally, I can hear Yahuwah say, just go talk and watch what we do. I said, all right, Father. And then all of a sudden he goes, you keep translating the translation. This is, Brother Neerob, it's a trip. You know what I mean? Because if you watch the videos in the beginning, do you notice, Neerob, I keep translating the translations,
yeah,
right? And I didn't
yeah,
know that Yahuwah was setting me up by me translating continually the translations to go, why you keep translating the translations when you know they're all corrupt and you understand the Abari and the Aramaic, the Hebrew and the Aramaic? Why don't you just write it down, what you're translating, all the words, but do the whole thing? Can you imagine when I felt that on my heart, Brother Neerob, that calling? What would you feel like if that calling came on you to translate the entire scriptures? What would you feel?
yeah. Sometimes I think that we have power, we have everything, but still we are not so confident, or maybe, or we are not so understandable like that, because everywhere is air, but if a balloon, you need some air, but everywhere is air.
Yes.
So like that.
Everybody see it. When that balloon go up, everybody see it. So
Yeah,
we just said go. And when I figured out that that calling was actual, and then we just started doing it. And then I said, well, how can we accelerate this thing? Because it's taking so much time and resources. It was just unbelievable. I'm like, Yahuwah, he says, let people sow into it. Let them be blessed. Like when y'all sow into it, don't you feel what, like the stories that are coming in? And now he go, oh, here's some of this money coming in. Take it and go do what I taught you to do in business, but do kingdom business.
yeah,
Go ahead and do the video. Take the level, the production up. Go ahead and pour it into advertising like you've been doing in business, but do it in kingdom business. Now watch. Last month, just on YouTube, family. Listen to this, Brother Neerob. Last month, 229,100 people watched our videos.
Hallelujah.
Nobody was watching videos almost 4 years ago.
That's awesome.
And now, and look, it says, I got a screenshot. I want to read y'all what happened since we started this project. And y'all tell me how y'all feel about contributing. Here go the screenshot I took this morning. Here we go. Your hard work paid off. Publishing more content on your channel got you 419% more views than usual. You got 229,100 views, which is more than the 25,000 to 57,000 you normally get on your channel. Now, what does that say to you, Brother Neerob? So we were getting 25 to 57,000 before we started the Truth Scriptures campaign, right? The push for the New Testament and the real British. Now we went to 400 plus percent, 419% more once everybody started contributing and started pouring into the project. What does that tell you, Brother Neerob?
Yeah, I would like to say about that brother from Hungary, maybe Brother Robert. So when I was watching a live video that time, maybe you were
That's your
saying
mute,
or
Lena.
some that time I thought that brother from Hungary is hungry for promote the truth.
The brother from Hungary is hungry. That's so
Yeah,
true. Look at that.
yeah,
Look
yeah.
at Ron.
So
Yahuwah Service 7 said 30, 60, 100 fold. You see? Now watch.
yeah,
We got 95% of those people of the 229,000, 95% were new people that
yeah.
had never seen our videos before. Go
So
forth and
Yahuwah is
make
on the move.
disciples. Huh?
Yahuwah is on the move.
He's on the move. Now watch this. 41% of them watched content from January. This is the pagan January numbers. 41%, but then 39% went back. So of the new people, 41% watched the new stuff, but 39% went back and watched the videos from August to December.
Yeah,
20% went back and looked at the videos from the beginning up until from 6 months ago to the beginning. So what we did is by increasing our awareness out there, by everybody contributing to the True Scriptures Project, now we got new people coming in like crazy watching our stuff. That generated 12,455 likes. But this is the big number, Brother Neerob. You as an evangelist, which is your calling, we got 4,869 people shared the videos. What does that say to you as an evangelist?
yeah. Sharing means caring, I think, because I have got the truth, so I should share to my loved one, beloved one, so that they can also get the taste of the truth.
It's amazing. Now, we got to understand, fam, that those numbers are staggering, but they're not even close to what we're getting ready to do. If we do what we're supposed to do in the kingdom, if we as the kingdom of Yahuwah, if we handle kingdom business, those numbers are supposed to get dwarfed. We're supposed to go into the millions of exposures because the higher the number, we get into ratios. There's certain percentage of people go, I've been waiting for this. Just like a Neerob. See, we increased,
Yeah,
you got to us because we increased the outreach. And so any parting words you want to share with the family of Yahoo as we close up this session and we let you get to sleep down there in Bangladesh. Any parting words for the community? Thousands of people going to watch this. Talk to them, brother.
yeah. I wanna say to the family that Neerob is one of them, but there are many Neerobs, thousands of Neerobs. They are watching the content. They are uh, going to the promote the truth and all the activities that our Yahuwah has put on the heart of brother Jay and sister Lina and all the team. They are working hard because Yahuwah has given a mission to them, a vision to them. And I realize sometimes whenever I am sleeping before my sleep, I always think why Yahuwah has chosen brother Jay. Maybe for his versatile life, he was an athlete, he was business, he was motivational speaker and all the stuff. But Yahuwah has put everything blended together for his kingdom and righteousness. So I say, dear family, you are seeing just one Neerob, but there are many Neerob, and just be with us, promote the truth, serve Yahuwah, and always encourage, promote the truth team and brother J. We are going forward and we are waiting for the blessings of Yahuwah.
Hallelujah. Lena, any
Hallelujah.
words for Neerob when he gets for him going out?
Neerob, I just have to say that you have been a tremendous inspiration for a lot of people. And I think it was perfect. The surprise was amazing because I have said Elmer here for this time. And then as a big, this too, you two have been like a big shocking testimonies on the things that they decided to do. You decided also to resign to what you was doing. I'm like, I'm done with this. I just sent an email and I was like, in that email, it through my, it bring me the truth of what I was really looking for. And having you there being witness and being in that in a different area also to be able to keep spreading, and that's why this operation is so important. Like this operation spread, and our first guests are this is spreading around the world. So it's amazing. I'm very very proud of you. You're a very young man, and I know that Yahuwah is gonna keep guiding you, and through Brother Jay, you're gonna keep learning the ways, and you're going to be able to take the word of Yahuwah and spread it in all of the area that you are, and with your family now, holding hands in Yahuwah's name. I know this is going to be very impactful, and I know people are so excited to being able to see you here directly and hearing directly from you that testimony and that witness, that wisdom that you have as a young man. So thank you for being here with us, Neerob.
That's great.
Yeah, thank you, Bodhi. Bodhi means sister-in-law in Bengali.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome. That's beautiful. Neerob, we love you. Give your
Thank
mom
you.
a big hug. Good night
Yes.
for us. Tell her
Yeah,
we love her
yeah,
so much and we're so proud to have her. One day you can translate. Bring her on. We can do some translation for her to say
Yes.
hello to the Yahuwah community. So love you. Have a great night's sleep,
Yes.
brother.
We
yeah,
love you
yeah.
and have a
Thank
good
you,
night, Neerob.
thank you.
All right. What do you think, Lena?
Woo! I'm excited. I think this first session of this operation spread, it was amazing. The two big testimonies, I think, is a big inspiration for everyone that is out there and just need that little push to go out. And you see these ones are like extreme testimonies on how they just decided to come out. You can do the same thing, like just one step at a time. Start spreading the word. Start spreading the name. That's what we need. Yahuwah is being. If you're here, if you're listening right now to this, or you're listening to record it, it means you have been called. Are you taking that call, or you're leaving it? Which means you're not going to be with Him. So right now, take that call. If you're listening to this right now, if you're right now on this live, you're listening to this recording, it means you're supposed to be here. Yahuwah put you here to be part of this operation spread. So go to tsnt.org, spread the tsnt.org site with everyone that you can, and let's make this happen. Because Yahuwah have given us a big call, not just to Brother Jay and I, to everyone that is listening to this message. So we have a task to do, and we're gonna do it with you or without you. You are the one to take the decision if you choose Yahoo or you don't. So this is a big project. I'm very excited. I'm like just amazed of what we have been able to accomplish in these past 2 months. And since 2007, like Brother Jay just said, he started, he listened to the call of Yahuwah, he immersed himself, he learned about it, and when he learned, he put it in this website. And let me tell you, this first website that he got the best information ever. But that design, he needed some help at that time. And I'm honored to be able to walk this path with him, and
That's so
I'm
great you
grateful.
said that. I mean, because you would go, honey, this information's off the chart. We got to do something with this website. I'm like, I'm busy. I'm all over the place.
So Yahuwah really blessed me to uh, find him and being able to help on this part, and he put those skills in me. I didn't even went to study graphic design or nothing of that. I studied business administration, but I always have art in me since I was little. And even before I did during the career, I created my own websites for different businesses that I have. And and when I saw that page, I'm like, we need to work on this. But like you said, it was in this coding, and I couldn't do coding at that time. And I was like, okay. And he didn't wanted to know who he was, all these things. So it was like he always was saying, I just need to spread the name. I just need to spread the name. And we had a lot of emails coming to that, even
Hundreds of
with that,
emails coming in, people giving their lives
even
to Yahuwah.
even with that side looking the way it was. So once 2020 came, and like we was talking about how much the knowledge has been increasing, the way of building websites, the way of everything looks now, it gets more attractive to people, the view, the videos, the colors, and being able to put together this new look of the website with the team that we did it in 2020. It was amazing. And now where we at now with all of you live together, holding hands, doing what Jehovah wants to do. I saw a message a while back here saying, I believe that this Promote the Truth project is attached to the clock down of Yahuwah. It really shocked me. I don't remember who posted that. It was probably like an hour ago in the chat. But it is. It is. Because if you look at everything that is happening, there is no other scripture outside that has the truth. And when you go to the digital collection, you're going to know just from reading those, just from reading that and comparing to whatever scriptures you have in your hands, with true names or with not, or with pagan names, you're going to know that there's no other scripture with the true word of Yahuwah. So this is a big project. The numbers are going in humongous steps, but we have to increase that
Yeah.
because there's billions of people in the world. And if Yahuwah is ringing that bell, our mission is to put that name in front of the most people we can. And for those of you that are listening, you have people you love, you have people that you care about, and you want them to at least when Yahuwah come back, they said in their back of their head, they're like, I remember they talked to me about this. And at least they have a small chance to get to Yahuwah. So if our mission to spread that name, if you go to tsnt.org and you look at the pictures that we have right now, you see a dandelion flower. Because when you blow the dandelion, those seeds go all over the,
Fact.
once the wind take them all over the place. That's what we need to do. We need you to blow. That's what you need to do when you go to TSNT. Imagine that when you click that contribute button in that page, you blowing that dandelion flower and you're spreading that seed. That's what we're doing, and I'm very excited for this first session.
I tell you what, just look at this, man. These messages you guys are sending, it's just amazing. Somebody who's that just posted here was Drabu John Melody, a message. One day I came across you on YouTube, on Facebook. Yahuwah has used you, brother, to show me the truth. My family and I are so grateful for the message and the teachings you are bringing. I can't express enough. We're crying now and still in awe that we have finally found Yahuwah. This will be an amazing journey. We can't express our thank yous enough for promote the truth, and we will do our part. The world needs to know the message you're bringing. I feel you, brother. And to my beautiful wife, Lina, who stands on that front line with me day in and day. Y'all have no idea, man. I mean, me and Lena in the trenches, and our son is right in the trenches with us. He loves Yahuwah. I mean, we are building an outreach here in Colombia. We got one that's starting to spark up over in Africa with our orphanage school. We want to regenerate. We've got things happening now. You hear down in Bangladesh, brother Elmer. Lena, connect with Brother Elmer. I want to do a Zoom with him next week. I want to do a Zoom with you, Brother Elmer. Yahuwah just spoke to me about you, in another level. So I just listen to when the Spirit talks. So we're going to talk to Brother Elmer, but we're going to get this message out throughout the world. Everybody do your part today. We're kingdom business. That means Yahuwah's calling you. Go to tsnt.org. Do something. Just do anything to be able to contribute to the telethon because he put it on our heart. Let's go. Let's crank it up. We got to get resources that are pumped out all over the place. We're going to turn up our advertising like nuts. We're
Yes.
going a whole nother level this month. So we went hard last month. We're going to a whole nother level this month, harder than we went last month to get the numbers increased even more. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you back here 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the second of 3. Thank you, Lena. We'll catch everybody back at 2 p.m.